Hey guys, it's 5/21, 2022. So I'm not going to talk about perps tonight. I'm sorry for that. They just been having me all perped out lately and stuff. So I'm sitting here having a drink, getting a little buzz on before I go to bed, which will be pretty soon. It's about 11 p.m. Central Time. So let's remember about this program, you guys. This is a black budget program, you guys. It's black budget. It's all black budget, They're not going by the laws. They're not getting grants. They're not doing any of that stuff. This is total black budget, you know, unseen money that they're using. And they will use front companies to fund some of these programs. And sometimes they'll let you know that they are funding these programs with front companies, like in my program. There's quite a few of them funding my program. Dr. Hall talks about that. Dr. Hall talks about they had a real estate scamming system going on to fund his ex-girlfriend's program. And if you have an apartment, they'll set somebody up in each side of your apartment, and that's what they do, and they do that stuff in the neighborhood. They get a perp close next to you, and then they might get some of the other neighbors involved and all this stuff. And are they really telling them lies? What are they telling these people? Well, that's a big question mark. I don't know what they're telling these people. I grew up in this neighborhood my whole life. I lived up the North Shore on Lake Superior for a little bit, and but mostly I've been living in this neighborhood my whole life. I had a house up there a couple blocks away, and I was still in this neighborhood, and stuff. So everyone knows I'm not a criminal. I'm not anything. Hopefully they have common sense to realize that I'm not anything and stuff. You know, um, and stuff. So, but they're using black budget. This is all black budget, you guys. They're not going, people say right to the Patriot Act, right to them about the Patriot Act and all that stuff. This has nothing to do with anything, you guys. This is a highly, highly classified top secret program. They're not using the laws to do this program. They're not going by the laws to do this program. This is all black budget stuff. They set aside so much for black budget stuff in programs. Now they are torturing the hell out of us, but there probably is legitimate brain research going on. Do these guys know that there's legitimate brain research going on? Probably not. These guys aren't told anything, and I believe that because, like these guys, when I had V2K, they didn't even know what MK Ultra was. They didn't know the CIA. They didn't know anything, you guys. Um, and to be honest, you know, not to be for anybody or whatever, but in my experience in this program, I don't know how involved the CIA is. I really don't. These guys are contractors, and they are acting alone. They're acting alone, you guys. They have a manual about that thick, and they're going by that manual. They don't know who's involved, in this. Um, According to Dr. Duncan, these weapons are so simplified. A monkey could operate these weapons, and stuff. So I don't, and don't hate me for this. I don't think the CIA is involved in my program. There could be some other agencies, but for the most part, I think these guys are acting alone. I think they're just evil. I really do. They set my van on fire. They put a sign outside my fence saying "boom boom," and you know, you're gonna pay and all this stuff. You know, I think they're acting alone. I think they have a handler there that is telling them what to do. You know, it's probably an old white-haired guy with a ponytail. I was gonna say something else, but with a ponytail, like a girl, you know, that thinks he's king shit, and he's giving some of the instructions on what to do. Or it could just be some young punks that sit around and play video games all the time, and they're just violent as hell. They think it's a big game, you know. They think it's a big video game, you know, and it's funny. You know, it's funny what they're doing to us. That's what these idiots think. Well, they're gonna think something else if they're next. You know, they can rip everything from you when you're next, and that's to the perps. They can rip everything from you when you're next. And what makes you so safe from being next? That's my message to the perps. But we just have to remember there probably is legitimate brain research that is being done, mapping of the brain. I don't know. You know, they can do all kinds of stuff with this technology, but these guys like to torture us. They like to torture us. I think they're doing it on their own. I think those are the ones that need to be brought to justice. You know, that's what I think. I don't necessarily blame these agencies. I really don't. I don't blame these agencies, because what they're doing is they're supplying the tools, or a tool, a book, to do this. And these guys don't have to do this to us. They don't have to do this to us. They're putting pornography in our minds. They're molesting us. They're sexually assaulting us at nighttime, and all this stuff. And they're doing this on their own. I really don't believe there's an agency sitting there telling them what to do. They are acting alone. And they're contractors, and they're subcontractors, or they work for the contractors. You know, they learn how to work these weapons and all this stuff, and they're doing what they want to do to you. You know, and like I say, lighting my van on fire, having thugs up there when you go camping, you know, having perps at the liquor store when you go there and get tobacco or whatever, and you know, it's unbelievable. They're not going by the laws. They're not getting grants and all this stuff. This is all black budget stuff, you guys. This is they're I don't want to say they're above the law, but they're working under the law. You know, where the law doesn't apply to these guys. The way they're doing this, you know, they're not obeying the laws. You know, are they above the law? I don't know. You know, they can harass you and all this stuff, and if you were to do the same thing to them, they would call the police on you and try to get you locked up. That's the way these people work. They run and hide in the darkness and everything else. If you were to go outside and bang on garbage cans and all that stuff, they would call the police on you. You know, and that's the way they work. They you know, they light off fireworks to scare my dog and everything else. If I was to go out there and light off fireworks, they'd call the police on me, you know, and try to get me in trouble. So that's the way this program works. You know, you can't do it back. You do it back, and they try to provoke you, then they're gonna try to get you in trouble when they are the aggressors, you know, in this and stuff. So, but it's all black budget. You know, it's not being, you know, I mean, this, it's not being monitored, whatever you want to call it, by anybody. You know, it's all black budget stuff. You know, I think their money's getting cut. I really do. Like I say, they bought a pizza place that was open for 30 years. They ran it into the ground. It's closed. It's closed now. It's totally closed. It's closed forever. So are they going to have more problems? When you're messing with the government and these agencies, they can rip anything away from you, and that's to the perps. They can rip anything and everything away from you that they want, and they are doing that. It's slow going, but there's going to be some changes here that I'm seeing, and I think these people are going to be in a lot of trouble. That's what I think. The more they torture me, then they can help them get more money. They're torturing the hell out of me and all this stuff, harassing me in the neighborhood and everything else, harassing me when I take my dog for a walk, and harassing me when I drive. They got these vehicular stalkers and booming systems and everything else. Well, that ain't going to get them more money. And my program is a big program. It's a big program. At least $1 million a year, at least, And there's big people out there that are getting paid big bucks. They're getting paid big bucks. I would assume 60, 70 grand a year. They're driving $30,000 trucks and everything else. So, the government, I'm telling you, man, they want to rip it away from you. They will come and rip it away from you, and there ain't a damn thing they can do about it. So we'll see what happens. Next month. We'll see what happens next month. I would like to take Tanner camping. I want to get him camping. I didn't take him at all last year. These fireworks have traumatized my dog. And me and him need to get away. We need to get away for a night, even if it's in town at a campground, which is just a couple miles away. We're going to try to go camping. Maybe next month, if I can swing it. It's $42, but I wouldn't have to spend gas or anything, Bring a little food and barbecue, and we'll just sit out there and have a good time. And the only thing I worry about is that I have an S10 with a topper on it, ZR2, so it's 4-wheel drive and everything else, but Tanner's kind of tall, and I got an air mattress in there that's about, 5 or 6 inches thick, so he's kind of tall to stand in there, and will he sleep in there? I don't know. I'm close enough to where if he didn't sleep in there, I could call my relative up and he can come and get him, or she can come and get him, and we would, give that, we at least we tried it, is what I could say, but I do want to get him out and stuff, and he needs to get out and enjoy himself, because he's going through this with me. Our pets are going through this with us, you guys. Our pets being hit. Well, they hide their pain and they hide their emotions. Some of them and stuff, and we can't tell if they're being hit or not. They could be remote ear monitored, or images put in their head all the time, or whatever. We just don't know what our pets are going through, but they're going through this with us, and we need a break from this stuff every now and then. Go camping once a month or once every 2 weeks or whatever. So we're going to try to do that and get out there and do a little camping this year and stuff. So I'll cut this off, you guys. I hope you guys are doing well. Remember, all this stuff is black budget. They're not going by the laws. They're not going by the rules. They're not doing anything, and we'll see what happens. There's something going on in my program anyway. There's something going on. Is writing to people helping? I think it possibly is helping. I write to people in government. I'm getting hit harder because of it, but I've noticed some things, like the money's being cut. 6 perps moved out of the neighborhood. Now they got random perps just staying in the duplex, stay a couple days and then leave, and and all this stuff. So something's going on in my program. They used to have perps on top of the laundromat. They're gone. Nobody goes to that laundromat. They own that laundromat too. It's kitty corner from my house. And some perps moved out. So something's going on, you guys. Whether these idiots want to admit it or not, they want to make me think nothing's going on. Well, there is something going on, because one of the front companies shut down. That's been open for 30 years. They took it over and they ran it into the ground, just like they're running this program into the ground. And something's going on. So is it helping writing to people? I think it is. Find big people in government to write to, whether it's sending it through the mail or whatever. If you're a big target or a pretty big target, they might help. It's something's going on. That's all I know. But anyway, I'm gonna cut this off. You guys have a good weekend, and I'll talk to you guys later.